Amanda, aka Creative Mommy of Two, and welcome back to my channel. Today I am going to do a WIP and Chat, so grab out whatever it is that is your work in progress, aka WIP, and as per usual, let's have rambles, shall we? So today I'm sorry if the view is a little bit dark. Let's just keep it at my eyes are a bit sensitive for light at the moment. I'll be getting into that in more detail in just a little bit, but yeah, I'm not feeling the greatest. This is also like the first time I am actually working on a decent sized diamond painting in almost a week. It's now Tuesday. I'm also filming in the evening because our son is sick and I'm also not feeling the greatest, so that's not helping as well. But yeah, since our son is not going to school, I can't film during the day like I normally would have done. But at least now I have a chance to film, which I was actually thinking I wouldn't have gotten the time for, but thankfully I do. So you don't have to miss me, even though I still think you wouldn't have missed me, but okay. Let's just say here that it has been a tough week, so I hope you had a better week. I hope you had a good week. But yeah, my week was kind of rough. I have a feeling that like 2025 is a bit of a rough year if it keeps on going like this. I hope not. I hope it soon starts to change, because yeah, otherwise, yeah, I'm going to take a nap. Wake me up when it's next year. Because, oh boy. So, first off, I am going to update you on the cat, since that's already going on for a longer time for people that are new to the channel and don't know what I'm talking about. One of my cats had a health issue that we're trying to fix. She had a bladder infection. She was peeing next to the litter box, so that's also not nice. And everything. She had what they thought was a bacterial bladder infection that apparently was nothing bacterial, but there was something there. So most likely it is stress. Well, cat, welcome to the club. Because husband and I are also being quite stressed. I am partly stressed with like the house not going according to the plans we had. And yeah, I again had a migraine attack. I sometimes have them. And apparently my muscles are so sore and stiff that my migraine is now already going on for, let's think, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, 6 days. So yeah, that's one big ball of fun. So that also makes that, yeah, we can't do anything on like our house projects because I can hardly stand loud noise or bright lights. So that's not helping. But yeah, back to the cat. So basically, there's not much we could do. We can give her now a supplement that apparently should make the like bladder a bit stronger. So hopefully she starts feeling better soon. So fingers crossed that will work and keep working. Otherwise, we need to go back to the vet like again. Let's see what else is a possibility. But yeah, it's getting annoying at a certain point in time. We are prepared to just keep towels on our bathroom floor that we need to wash out and everything. We rather have she pee on the floor in the bathroom than peeing in our bed or our son's bed. because that's the one she can reach, because our daughter has a higher bed, so yeah, the cat can come in there, or at least she won't. It would be possible if she wanted to, but she doesn't, thankfully. So that's not a thing I need to worry about. But yeah, it still is annoying. Let's be honest with that. But yeah, it's a little bit of a feeling like, when is everything going to end and when does everything start going up? Because yeah, for a cat now we have twice a day for like, I believe 3-4 months, 3-4 weeks if I'm not mistaken, out of the top of my head. She has to have this supplement twice a day over her food. It's like a capsule that we can open up and just pour it over some wet food or dry food. Thankfully she eats it, at least most of it, with dry food, because she's also prone to be overweight, so that doesn't help as well. So we obviously still don't want to feed her wet food every single day, especially not twice a day. After those 3-4 weeks are over, we can then give it like once a day. But yeah. Placing my drills kind of bad. Yeah, so I needed to call the vet for it because they hadn't called me back. So on Thursday morning, I called the vet. Kids were at school, so I was like, you know what, now is a perfect time. But to be quite honest, I was not in the mood. Well, the weather was not in the mood for me to drive to the vet to pick up the medication that same afternoon. So I walked the day after with our son, because he is always off on Friday. So yeah. But why the weather wasn't helping along for me to drive there, you might ask. Well, in the Netherlands we had snow, or at least here in the south where I live. We had roughly 10-15 centimeters. So what is that in inches? Roughly 4 to 6 inches, give or take. I do know that 2.54 centimeters is 1 inch, so do the math. My brain is not up for it. But it's like somewhere in the 4 to 6 range. So yeah, for Dutch standards, that's quite a lot. But for one or the other stupid reason, whenever it snows here, everything becomes a mess. Nobody knows how to drive, how to walk, how to act. Like, it's so stupid. It's like, it's not as if it's not happening every year again. But yeah, we live in an area where there is like a lot of bigger roads, so it's not too terrible. But like our main road in our, well, the road where we live on, they don't do anything at all there, so it's quite a slippery mess. And I'm always not the bravest driver and not the best driver myself, if I say so. I rather have me saying it about myself than somebody that is actually knowledgeable about it, but oh well. But yeah, so I'm not that confident in driving. If I have to, I will. But if I don't actually like have to, and I can just walk it, I will walk. And our vet's office is just a few streets away. So I went with our son and I walked there. That way he also had his morning walk. So that was nice. But yeah, on Tuesday afternoon, well, the beginning of the afternoon, I got another migraine. It was quite a few months ago. It was November that I had the last one. So yeah. It came this time to the point where I was like, okay, I'm going to call the doctor's office because it's getting to a point where I'm like, okay, now I want to know if there is any other medication that I can use, or if there is a specific migraine medication I can use. So yeah, I called the doctor's office on Friday and yeah, had an appointment on Monday. But my migraine is actually called an eye migraine. It starts with me with having, like, specifically in my left eye, having really bad vision. It's normally it's not taking longer than 30 minutes, then it's gone. And after that, I get a headache that is not normal. By this point in time now, I had a couple, was pretty sure that it's a migraine. The only thing that helps is going to bed, stay in a dark and quiet place, and hope it's over soon. Yeah, this time I'm not that lucky. I still have the same migraine. It isn't even gone, like, for... I have moments where it's like a little bit less heavy, but not gone entirely. But on Monday I had an appointment at our doctor's office. So yeah, our son was sick, so I had to drag him along. Thankfully, at that point in time, he felt somewhat okay. Today he has been crashing on the couch for quite an amount of hours. Also on Sunday he did a nap, just like me. when my husband and our daughter went to a birthday party for his cousin, son and I went to sleep. Because I was like, yeah, no. Otherwise, I'm not staying upright, so I'm going to bed. Which my husband was like, yeah, smart idea. But yeah, so on Monday morning, I got in the car and slid along the way to our main roads where I could just perfectly fine drive along. Let's see which color, that one. But I could perfectly drive there, so that was nice. Parking was a little bit of a slippery mess because, yeah, parking spaces are not worked on. I do know, like, the road that leads uphill next to our house, that was cleaned out and a snowplow cut by and everything, and was like, ooh, nice. But front here, nope. And that's where our car normally is, so yeah. Yeah, so I was at the doctor's office, told her, like, everything that was annoying me. Did her whole examination and everything, nothing strange. She indeed told me that, just as we expected, because my husband is Dr. Google, he likes to Google everything, and we have here a site called thuisarts.nl, which is like an actual medical site that is like made by doctors. So if you have a medical thing you want to look up, there you can get reliable information. So that's always nice if you have something wrong, that you can, like, at least, like, okay, is this something I need to go directly to the doctor for, or is it something that can wait, or whatever. So that's always nice to have. And it also comes recommended by my own doctor, so that's always nice. Come on. Ugh, come on, my drills are not working along. But yeah, so she also asked, like, if I had, because it's like it's staying longer than it normally is, and I was also saying that I recently, like the last couple of months, have had quite a number of regular headaches, not migraine level, but still decent amount. Thankfully, when I get like paracetamol or Advil, most of the times they go away. So she was like, if I have something like my muscles, for like trouble in my neck or anything, so I was like, yeah, I do notice that if I, especially like diamond paint in the evening, that I feel that like my muscles in my like neck shoulder area are feeling annoying, so I need to crack them out a little bit every now and then. So she went to feel there and she was like, yeah, the muscles there indeed are like really tight. So she was like, I think that you indeed have had an eye migraine. Okay, hold that thought. Dishwasher is done. And I'm back. That thing makes a very specific noise before it starts to beep. But yeah, as I was saying, so the doctor was saying that like she expected that I indeed had a eye migraine, as I said before, like that started everything off. But because my neck and shoulders were like really tight and everything, that they basically kept my migraine going. Because yeah, the shoulder and neck muscles are attached to like your head and everything, so it's apparently kind of normal to have migraines, yeah, keeping going just because you have stiff muscles. Yeah. So what she wanted me to do, like medication wise, she wanted to actually first try a heavier dose of medication, because normally I grab either 500 milligrams, the 500 version of the paracetamol, or a 500 paracetamol and 250 Advil. She wanted me to do 3 times a day, 1,000 paracetamol, so 2 paracetamols, and 600 ibuprofen, or as we would call it here, ibuprofen. So yeah, for me that's kind of heavy, because yeah, last couple of years I start taking the 500 paracetamol more often, but before that, like, my maximum was the 250 Advil. So yeah, for me that's like basically like 1600. Like, cocktail is kind of a lot. Even though it's not, I think it's not on the heaviness version of what I had when I had my surgery for my umbilical hernia, but oh well. That was also kind of a heavy one. Yeah, so she prescribed the ibuprofen, the paracetamol you can get like over the counter. So we needed to go to the apothecary. Our son was coughing his little lungs out because he still has, well, he still has it, but he had that cold that I was mentioning. Doctor was also like, when he was coughing, like, he also got it good. I was like, yeah. So that's not working with my night rest. So yeah, because that was what the doctor also said, like, okay, make sure you have a good night rest, because that's important, especially with migraines. Like, make sure that you have good sleep and everything. Not too much caffeine, not too much alcohol and everything. So I was like, yeah, when I have a terrible headache, I'm not going to drink alcohol, because I know for sure that will not go good. So that's smart I am. I'm now at least trying to limit my caffeine for at least a little bit, so at least I am human. Thankfully, it's not that I drink like 10 cups of coffee to function, but Many times I drink like 3 a day. Not too terrible, especially since there are like cappuccino, no, yeah, cappuccinos and stuff, or coffee, choco, or something like something fancy. But yeah. But yeah, so as I said, like I went to the apothecary to pick the prescription up. Also, directly got a refill of my other medications. One of them was being changed to another one, and that one had not arrived yet. So I probably next week it will come in. So I need to wait on a message from them for that. But I will. But yeah, so since Monday afternoon, I started taking my extra heavy medication. Can't say that it did much. So yeah, at least it takes the worst out of it. Today I feel like for the first time since the past week that my head is okay enough that I can handle the small symbols of my canvas in like bigger areas. So the past days when I was up to it, I actually only did my shorts. So at least that's a good thing because I could make like a head start. So up until February 1st, everything is scheduled like short wise. One of the last sets, that was a whole load of something. It's like a sticker set. It's not the last set that I have scheduled for now because that are sonic magnets. But like the one before that, they are some emoji stickers. They are from the Dutch store van Kranenbroek. And they were absolutely terrible. I hope the other sets that I have aren't as bad because I might just throw them away. I was like, okay, I'm just going to plod along. I think I did that on Sunday. Yeah, on Sunday, because yesterday, when it was Monday, I felt so bad. I just went to bed and actually slept, I think like around 9:30. So yeah, I needed it. But yeah, so on Sunday evening, I worked on those. The last one I actually was not interested in doing anymore because they also took a lot more time because they were freestyle placed basically. But you did have these small circles where you needed to place the drills, but they were so close to each other that at certain points, like I almost needed to put the drill on its side to fit it in place where it should be. So wherever I placed one, another two would pop up. I just stacked everything in and was like, fudge it. I'm not going to mess with it. Yeah. It was a whole lot of something. I actually called like one of those, I think that those were the worst ones. I called that short terrible faces, no, frustrating faces, or something like it at least. Because, yeah, they were annoying as all get up. I did a lot of swearing. I'm not one to swear, but yeah. But at least it led to me laughing my behind off. My husband. My husband was like looking at them because yeah, he also saw that they were like actually like terrible. So he was like, okay, if I take them up, how many can I shake off? So he was shaking the sheet with like 6 stickers on it. I was like, do keep in mind that before I had the rest of the sentence out, the rest of the sentence was that the bottom 2 don't have the protection on them because that I had still in my hand to put on there before he took them away from me. Before I had it out of my hands, well, out of my my mouth, he accidentally put it down on the plastic under my diamond painting over my table. Thankfully, it was on a plastic sheet, but yeah, I'll try to remember to put in the image here. But yeah, I had to smiley faces, emojis, or however you want to call them. They were not smiley faces, I think, but they were some sort of emoji. They were stuck to my table. We had a good laugh about it. My husband laughed so hard he had the tears running over in his face. So at least it was good for a good giggle. We just got it off, so no worries. No harm done. It's still a little bit sticky there on the table, so hopefully I can get this diamond painting off. But it will. Tough luck. Yeah, it was something. Also, I hope, by the way, that the volume of this WIP and Chat is okay. I had the idea that last week the volume was kind of soft, so I don't know if I accidentally hit some like configurations in my cell phone or something, but yeah, let me know. Is the volume of this good? Can you like move it around on your own device, whatever you're watching on, so that the voice is, that you can hear it good enough or not? Because yeah, I'm not in the mood to yell actually, so but yeah, if you say that like you have in too many videos that you can hear me, please let me know so that I can know that I need to look into getting a microphone. Because if nobody can hear me, yeah, it wouldn't be good. So yeah, if you say like I can hear you but a little bit louder would be nice, please let me know. Because then I know that I need to start looking into that. But yeah, let's get my notes. What else did I have? Let's see, we did that, we did that, we did that. That we didn't do. That I did, that I did, that I did, that I did not. Okay, I have two more things. I have some stuff to talk about left. How long am I filming? Oh, 27 minutes. I think I can get to my like regular around 40-45 minutes. Let's move this a little bit. Oop. Sorry, needing to change the lighting a little bit. It's flashing a bit. My like ring light sometimes has bad connection with my laptop, so as soon as I accidentally bump the cable, then yeah, it goes on the Fritz, as my in-laws would say. No clue why. Fritz is actually a most of the times old name. Name for a guy. Fritz. Actually, they call every like not rodent, but like yeah, here we call it knaagdier. I don't know exactly what the best term is, but like hamsters, bunnies, rats, mice, anything in that category, they call that Fritz. No clue why. I actually have literally no clue why. But it sticks. But yeah, so on Saturday we actually went outdoor for a little bit. Like my eyes were at that point like, okay. So I was like, you know what, let's go out the door now, because we also still needed to have some storage bins. I actually was on the hunt for them last week because they were on sale, but yeah, there were none left. Obviously, I also came to the conclusion that I could use these bins on Monday, and the sale ended on Tuesday. Wednesday goes the next sale. it's actually from the store that I got this diamond painting from, the Action. But yeah, so we went there. Thankfully, they had the correct amount that we wanted, so we had everything. We did actually start putting the DVDs in there. We filled a few because, yeah, we have a little bit of a tiny little bit of a bomb explosion in our basement, so not everything is very cleaned out, to say it like that, or organized. So yeah, we couldn't reach that good, and actually my husband bumped something over. He thought it stood safe, but oh well. It's not too bad because it was like a sort of like a vase kind of contraption. We used it as a fishbowl when we had a fish like 7 years ago or something like it. And it also, it like cracked, so that's the reason why it was like not used too terribly often. But it was still one of those things that were like, you don't want to throw it away because it still is a nice vase, but yeah, we can't use it for flowers or anything. So yeah, it stood a little bit, and yeah. So he bumped it on the floor. It was like, okay, that directly means end of exercise. No more working in the basement now. So I cleaned everything up, and yeah, it is still waiting to be cleaned out more. Thankfully, of the bins we had with like the stuff from the kids and everything, or we don't use anymore, like our selling stuff, I sold a few things, just like, okay, if you hear that sound in the background, that was Lucia jumping off the scratching post and acting all crazy. Don't get the kids' stuff out of that cabinet, please, you idiot. Oh, that cat, like, seriously, she is something. She's a crazy one. What was I saying? Oh yeah, so I sold a few things. Not like really expensive stuff. Not that I even have expensive stuff on sale at the moment, but I had a book that I accidentally bought twice, and like a bathrobe of the kids from like baby time. So yeah, what did I get? Like €5 or something for in total for the two. But at least it was something. And it meant I had a little bit of space. So I hopefully soon feel good enough that I need to put up a new like batch of stuff, because I am collecting in like another box like everything that I'm like, ooh, this needs to be placed online, that needs to be placed online, and everything. I do also need to like re-upload a lot of stuff. Well, not like a lot, but I do need to upload a bit. Hopefully I have the energy to do that tomorrow. But yeah, hopefully our son feels good enough that I first of all can do some grocery shopping. Because yeah, when I went to the apothecary on Monday, I did like a few of the stuff that I needed. Got like the basic stuff that I could like make dinner in the evening and everything. But yeah, I also, with him coughing like his little lungs out, I didn't want to stay like too terribly long. So I basically grabbed whatever was necessary and went on the way. But yeah, I still need to go to another store where we normally go and basically take like our week groceries. It is that the store doesn't have the best track record in like delivery. And yeah, they sometimes have these like campaigns where they do like free delivery. Sadly for me, they did that last week and not this week. So I was to my husband like, if it would have been this week, I would have just winged it and tried to see like how it would have been this time and see how everything would go. But yeah, apparently not according to plan. But yeah. Oh well. But yeah, hopefully I can at least do the groceries tomorrow very quickly. I also want to actually go to city center to grab the kids' new electric toothbrushes because they're on sale this week. But worst case scenario, we are just needing to order them online. But oh well, we'll see. Actually, I hope just for the fact that I hope that our son feels better. I hope that I can go because that means that most likely our son feels at least a lot better. But yeah, he was today at a point where he was coughing so much and so badly that he just started to throw up. So yeah, I have a feeling that he is not going to go to school this week, which also means that I'm not able to go to the school on Thursday for like cutting up the fruits and everything. But yeah, obviously the kids' health is the punch up. Obviously the kids' health is more important. I actually also wanted to go shopping with him tomorrow because our daughter is going to a friend's house to play. So it was actually my intention to take him through a city or part of a city close to us to a store because they had a sale on clothing, and we found out over the weekend actually that he is needing to go up in size. So I was like, yeah, it would be nice if I can just get some stuff from sale. Because they had like a sale that if you had like 5 sale items, you had, what was it, like 40 or 50% off of the sale price. So I was like, that's nice. And these kids grow like weeds, so yeah. But oh well. Yeah, thankfully, at least for now, I'm feeling good enough that I'm able to diamond paint at least a little bit. Even though I start to feel that I'm like, my shoulders are a bit cramping up at this point in time, and my eyes starting to hurt. So as soon as this section is done, I think I'm done for today. Honestly, with how everything is going, I basically am done for the year. Also got yesterday a message, well, a call from my dad that like my mom had a health issue for longer. She basically, if she walks a certain distance, which is getting drastically shorter by the time, but like if she had walked a certain distance, she would just fall. Also, like if she would have been on the bike, she would just fall. And my mom is too headstrong to go to the doctor's office. Eventually, like yes, last year somewhere, my aunt got my mom like basically like forcing my mom to go to the hospital. Well, now they are aware of at least where the problem lies. They are needing to do MRIs to see like which version that actually is. I'm not entirely sure what the English version of the word is, but I think it's somewhere close. But it is called in Dutch ataxie, which is basically like a brain issue. Let's call it like that. And as far as we saw, there are multiple different like reasons why somebody could have that. There are actually not cures to fully fix it, but some versions are like operable because you can have it, for example, when you have a brain tumor at a certain place or something, even though the doctors did not anticipate that. They didn't think about a tumor, but yeah, obviously they can't rule it out until the MRI is done. Some other stuff is also like operable, but some not. Also, the parts that they are able to operate, it doesn't fully go away. So it's also a part of like learn to live with it. They have like helpful like therapies and stuff where yeah, you basically learn to deal with it. Doesn't help that my mom also has like a learning disability. So for her, the learning part will probably be a struggle as well. So yeah, we'll see how that turns out. But yeah, it's a little bit of like a that too kind of effect. Because my dad also has his medical issues. Well, it's not medical issues anymore. I told you this last year. I think it's like a little less than a year ago. He all of a sudden lost his hearing. Thankfully for him, it's just in one ear. But yeah, he went to like, I believe, 2% hearing. Thankfully for him, the other side was like 140 or something. So it was like extremely well. My dad also was one like, he would hear if there was a siren going off somewhere like in the area, like an ambulance or something was driving by. He was the one that heard it the first, then me second, and the rest after us. But yeah, so all of a sudden his hearing was gone. Well, even now they still don't know why. But yeah. So yeah, I'm feeling like my family has had enough of health stuff going on. Also me with my migraines. Also like having eye migraines, there is also a higher risk at like heart and like what's the word? Words. My brain is not fast enough with translating today. Vein, blood and vein disease and heart diseases and stuff like that. So that's not helping either. So I'm also like, ugh. Thankfully, for now, at least it's like not often enough that the doctor was like, okay, we need to be taking in consideration like also like changing my birth control, because that one also can trigger like some certain like vein diseases and stuff. So I was like, because it's not too often, she was like, okay, we can keep it at least for now. It might be smart to think about it, but at this point in time she wouldn't worry about it, also because I'm young enough. But she was saying like, okay, if it happens like once a month or more often, then I would need to think about it. And also like with the medication I'm on now, if that doesn't help, I need to call again and they can see if they can put me on like actual migraine medication if it helps. But also like if I get like one of these migraines like every month, I need to go back and like see if they need to, if they want to put me on like a preventative or something. And yeah, I have a feeling it's going to be a rough year. At least if it keeps going like this. I'm like, if the year keeps going like this, it will be a rough year and I can't wait for the next one. I want to skip. So move. But yeah, I can't wait until the year is getting better. It's still January and I'm already done for it. Because, oh boy, I have a 6-day migraine that will most likely, when you watch this video, will still be going on. Unless you are watching it like months and months and months in advance. Well, in advance. In the future. Because that sometimes happens. I have every now and then have people that watch like my very old WIP and Chat videos. So yeah, if you watch this in the future, like more than like a few weeks from now, let me know. When are you watching this? But yeah, it feels a little bit of like, I'm done for it. Like, son has already been sick this year, or well, is sick at the moment. I'm not feeling the greatest. I had a high temperature as well today. I have a 6-day migraine. Both husband and I already had a mental breakdown for a bit. What else? Yeah, my mom had a medical diagnosis, and yeah, it's a little bit of a case of what's next. Yeah. But yeah, this part is done, and I'm feeling that my brain is now shutting off. So I'm going to stop rambling, get this brighter light away, even though I put it like on a very soft lighting, but I also have like my regular light like just aside, because there's my ring light like directly after my camera, but a few centimeters to the side and then a few centimeters up there's also my regular kitchen light. So yeah, it's getting a bit much on my brain today. At least I'm not having the day as yesterday where I was in bed like as soon as the kids went to bed at like 7:30. But I am I am still napping through the day every day, because it started on Thursday when the migraine started. Well, that day I almost slept away. Thankfully, my husband came home at like 2:30. I was calling him because the vet just called me back and I wanted to call him back. And I couldn't reach him on his phone at his work. And like 5 minutes later, I was feeling terrible. I had a headache, a splitting headache that made me nauseous. So bad it was. But a few minutes later, I did hear some boots at the floor at our front door, because yeah, he was stomping off the snow where he walked in to get to the door. I was like, oh, that sound is getting on my head, in my head. It's feeling like it's like a hammer in my head. But thankfully, he's home. So he got upstairs, and I was like, thankfully, you're home. Can you pick up the kids? Then I can go into my pajamas and sleep. So yeah, he picked up the kids. He's already told me like he was planning to do that because he doesn't have that chance to terribly often, because yeah, he needs to work and the kids are off at school at like 3 o'clock. So yeah, most of the times I pick the kids up, but when he's able to, he will do it. But yeah, I was so grateful that he was home. And I directly fell back asleep, almost directly, and I woke up when he came back home with the kids, because yeah, they're loud. So yeah, my entire week is like, shh, a little bit quiet, please. Mommy has a headache, please. Yeah. It's one of those weeks again. Ugh. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I'm now really gonna go because my head is starting to split again. So, time for me to get back into bed. And probably sleep early. Well, somewhat early. It's now 9:45. So that's at least a decent time. It's not that I'm going to be awake till 12 o'clock, most likely. But yeah, as I said, I'm going to leave it here. If you liked the video, please give this video a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed already and are still here in this video, you might like this. I do these rambling videos every week, or at least I'll try to every week. Every now and then I skip one. Yeah, many times, as I said, like on Wednesday will be the WIP and Chats. On Monday will be anything random I can get. Unboxings, reviews, opinions, like general things, like comparisons and everything you can imagine that I can do. Those are on Monday, as well as the full time lapses, that as soon as on Friday, the last of the time lapse of that series is online, the Monday afterwards will be a full version. Yeah, that goes up on the channel. So yeah, In case you are Dutch, just like me, I also have the unboxings and reviews from stuff in Dutch on Monday as well. So you'll see a video twice. That comes because one is English, one is Dutch. The Dutch version also specifically says Nederlandse, so Dutch. But yeah, with that all being said, again, I'm going to leave it here. If there's anything you want to ask me, tell me, please let me know down in the comment section below. If you just want to let me know that you watched the video, you can also obviously just comment a emoji or anything else, basically. But yeah, as I said, if you liked the video, you know the drill, like, subscribe, and all the fun YouTubey stuff. And I hope to see you in the next video. Have a wonderful rest of your day, night, whatever applies. And I hope to see you in the next video. Bye!